What is up, guys? And for today's tutorial we are going to be drawing Diaviolo from JoJo. Starting with the nose, you can tell from the top it's going to be off center a little bit, but the bottom of the nose is going to line up with the middle line that's going to go straight down. The eye is going to be just above the middle horizontal line. Some of his features, like his eyes, nose, and mouth, are gonna be way more realistic looking than you'll see in most animes. It might be a good idea to practice drawing some JoJo characters if you want to be able to transition to making real-life portraits down the road. It may look like we're cluttering the pupil with too much detail, but once we start the penning process, it's gonna look much better. Now let's go ahead and draw around the shape of his eye, and then we're going to start sketching his eyelashes on top of that, and we'll draw his lashes below his pupil or below his eyeball as well. So for anyone who's made it this far in the video, I'd first like to congratulate you for having a 1-minute attention span, which according to my average view duration, most people don't have. I would also like to share a very big announcement that I was gonna save for my Gogeta Blue video. I've just published an anime art drawing app to the Google Play Store. Now I'm not gonna share the link with you just yet because I still need to add a bit more content to the app, but I think it should be up and running and ready for download within a week or two. Tune into the Gogeta Blue video, which I'll be posting in a few days, and I'll give you a sneak peek at what the app is going to look like. Okay, so back to the current video. Let's go ahead and finish off the left side of his face by drawing his hair before we move on to the right side. We'll only focus on the upper left hand cube. My left, your right, his left. Anyways, just keep drawing the hair all the way down and then go around his jaw and his chin. And notice I'm just sketching this here, so his jawline and his mouth looks really boxy and cartoonish. So this is just going to be the outline, and we're going to erase this and draw the final draft on top of it. After you erase it, you should still be able to see the outline. So you can start adding in more details and investing that time without having to worry about, did I draw the mouth in the right location? Is there enough room for the jaw? It'll just make things easier. So think about the first go around as the rough draft, and now this is going to be the final draft that you draw on top of it. And the mouth here looks really realistic, so anytime I see something that doesn't look like Dragon Ball Z, I'm just like, you're drawing anime wrong. This is not how it's supposed to look like. But since starting this channel, I've been drawing all sorts of different anime styles, and I think in the long run, it's gonna make it a lot easier for you to try something new than if you just keep drawing the same one anime over and over again. Alright, on to his right side. So since he's going to be facing away from us, we're going to make his eyebrow smaller than his left side, and let's use a ruler and make sure everything is lined up from the beginning. That way we'll save ourselves a lot of erasing and redrawing later on. It's going to be the same general shape as his left eye. It's just going to be at a slightly different angle, and it's not even that much smaller. I think it should be generally the same size, just maybe a little bit smaller. His pupil, we're gonna go ahead and fill in the details later, because just from looking at the still image, it's gonna be pretty tough to, it's gonna look weird with the pencil. You'll see later. You'll see what I mean later. And because you don't really see his center pupil isn't in the middle, it looks weird, but once you fill in the ink, it looks normal. You'll see what I mean. Now let's go ahead and draw his hair. Starting from the top, we'll work our way down. If I replay this video and I hear myself saying over and over again, I'm probably gonna break my computer, because that means I'm probably gonna have to re-record the entire thing, and this is almost a 30-minute video. Alright guys, we're pretty much done making use of the space that we had with the cube, so that means that the easy part is over. And going forward, we're gonna have to use a little bit more hand-eye coordination to make sure that everything outside of the cube is proportional to what's inside, which shouldn't be too hard, but just make sure you don't, especially with the shoulders, make sure you don't make them too wide or too narrow. Alright, so here I'm drawing his collarbone, and I go off camera for a few seconds, so I apologize about that, but you'll see in just a moment. And any second now, there you go. So not too hard, just make sure you're going down almost at a 45-degree angle. So there's his neckline, and let's go ahead and draw the rest of his hair. So I'm going to cut off the narration for a couple minutes here, but I'm going to continue to have a slow playback speed for anyone who wants to follow along with the drawing. If you want the playback speed to be a bit faster, you could always just change the settings in your YouTube video through the settings tab and increase the speed that way. Alright, so I'm going to pen over what we've drawn so far, and then we'll sketch the rest of it afterwards. That way we don't get the lines too confused. And ta-da! We have Cyborg Diavolo. Now let's go ahead and fill in the eye, like I said we were going to previously. We'll fill in some of the details, and then we'll pen over it afterwards. We'll start drawing his shirt, and it's kind of a funky looking shirt. It's actually the reason why I decided to make this a simple tutorial and not the full body, because he looks pretty weird. I don't know if I'm ever going to do a full body JoJo characters, because they got some pretty outrageous poses. Not from season 4 anyways, for sure, but I might do I am going to do a full body for Platinum and Jotaro coming up, and I might do it for some of the season 1 guys, but season 4, no, things get super weird in season 4. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it. I saw like 1 episode of season 1. That's all the JoJo that I've seen so far, but I think I might invest some time into watching it. I'm watching Black Clover right now, and I'll probably give JoJo a shot after that.